Evelyn Ward was not a woman given to superstition. She believed in logic, evidence, and the hard edges of reality. As a seasoned detective in the sprawling city of Edenvale, her world was one of street crime, corruption, and cold case files, not fairy tales or whispered legend. Yet, even she had heard the stories that clung like moss to the old woods north of the city. Locals called it the Hollowing Wood, a cursed place said to conceal a secret. Every 100 years, a vampire elder with obsidian skin and molten gold eyes, a wolf-blooded warlord in silver armor, a seer whose face was veiled in ever-shifting cloth, and in the center of them all, the speaker, a being whose body was made of mist and memory. If she failed, she would remain in Noctis forever, as a prisoner, or something worse. On the night of a blood moon, a hidden city would appear. What choice did she have? And, truth be told, a small part of her, the part that longed for meaning beyond routine investigations and bureaucratic red tape, felt the thrill of the unknown, visible only to those it chose. Ancient and revered, had been murdered in his sanctum, but Evelyn was different. She was a detective. She could investigate. A witch with no allegiance to any faction, known for her sharp tongue and sharper magic. Together, they returned to the scene of the crime, a black tower rising above the city like a broken tooth. There, Evelyn saw signs of a struggle, blood that refused to dry, and runes burned into the walls that whispered when no one looked directly at them. Solved the murder. No cameras, no witnesses willing to speak. Just a city full of monsters, and one murder that could bring them all to ruin, and perhaps, just perhaps, earn her passage back home. His blood drained not by fangs, but by a cursed blade lost to history. The crime had shaken the city to its core, threatening to reignite ancient feuds among the supernatural factions. The blood moon, which allowed Noctis to breach the veil between worlds, would only last until dawn. After that, the city and Evelyn would vanish from the mortal realm. A city outside time. It was nonsense. Of course. Folklore. But when Evelyn pursued a fugitive, a suspect tied to a series of ritualistic killings, into the heart of that very forest, not Earth perhaps, she emerged onto cobblestone streets bathed in an eerie twilight. Towering spires rose above her, their windows aglow with flickering gaslight. The air smelled of old paper, iron, and something sweeter, like decay masked in perfume. And the people, they were not people. Not truly. She passed pale figures with eyes that glowed like embers. Others had elongated limbs, sharp teeth, or shadows that moved independently from their body. Noctis was alive, but not in any human way. Her skepticism began to falter. The forest grew unnaturally still. The deeper she went, the less her compass or GPS functioned. Her radio fizzled into static. Then, as the full blood moon rose high in the sky, she stumbled upon something impossible. A stone gate veiled in swirling mist, its arch carved with symbols that pulsed faintly with crimson light. She hesitated only a second, enough to register that her suspect had vanished through it, then stepped forward. What lay beyond the gate was not easy. Within minutes, Evelyn was apprehended by city sentries, humanoid but cloaked in armor that shimmered like smoke. They spoke in a tongue that twisted in her ears until, somehow, she understood. They brought her to a grand hall built into the side of a mountain, the Sanctum of Echoes, where the ruling body of Noctis awaited. The Council of the Veil. The council was composed of beings from nightmare and legend. Evelyn was told why she had been summoned. Earlier that night, a powerful vampire noble, Lord Elira Normally, any mortal caught in Noctis would be executed or transformed. She was given an ultimatum: uncover the truth behind Elarian's death, before the blood moon faded. Though her instincts screamed that this was madness, Evelyn agreed. She was assigned a reluctant local guide, Nyx, but there were no fingerprints. As the night deepened, Evelyn realized that she was no longer just a stranger in a strange land. She was a pawn in a game much older and much more dangerous than she could have imagined. And the only way out was through the truth.